What's up, guys? We got the raid digest here. Talk about some free stuff we're getting it down here at the bottom, some free gemstones, which is pretty awesome. But looking at the year in review, essentially, I realized that we have some amazing champions that were just given to us for free in fusions, and this is a theme we see most years. So what I want you guys to focus on going into next year is starting to save your resources for these events, because it is actually mind-blowing how many meta champions we've gotten just given to us, whether from, well, not necessarily given, you still have to spend your resources, but from fusions, deck of fates, guaranteed events, all this stuff, which may make you reconsider opening your void shards during this 2x void event currently. But I will be having a video very soon talking about all that stuff, which I have a question. Do you guys know anywhere I can find that shows all the free champions we were given this year, specifically the free logins? I have all the fusions, deck of fates, all that kind of stuff, but I want to know the free login champions. You know, the Skeletors, the Rathalos, Blade Master, I believe, was a free champion. We had Sun Wukong at one point. I don't know if this was this year or last year. Time just blends together, but let's talk about this raid digest. So this year was quite eventful. We raided some Monster Hunter vaults. It's a Monster Hunter event. Armon started his domination on the open pastures of Live Arena, and he's still wreaking havoc on everybody. Players decided on Wixwell. And while some were skeptical, he brought with him the whole table and started making barricades right in front of Hydra. For a while, the four-headed snake even seemed subdued. But then the next thing we knew, the serpent adapted to the challenge and became a much more vicious foe. Yeah, Plarium broke it, in other words. But Wixwell, crazy for Clan Boss, amazing champion. I remember when they had the voting for Wixwell going on, that was a really fun event. And honestly, a lot of players were like, no, this is the right way to go. That's the wrong way to go. That's a useless build, all kinds of stuff. But when he actually came to the game, he definitely broke it. Massive shields in Hydra, making Yannicka just blow up the Hydra. It was not really fun to run because it was a little bit RNG heavy, but the damage you got was crazy. It was the closest thing to competing with Trunda that we've had and even still have. Trunda team still dominating Hydra by quite a bit. Hydra just reset, so we can't actually check that, but Trunda is still crazy. Ninja has returned into the game to lend his help to a new wave of raiders, which is super awesome that they brought him back. When they originally did his promotion a few years ago, it was basically known that he wasn't going to come back, and you got him and you're good. But he came back, which is amazing because he is very much meta, I'd say, for Hydra, not Hydra, for Chimera, but very good for Hydra, very good for Sand Devil. He is a very, very dominant champion, especially since he's free to play, makes it all the better. Well, free to play for the players that were there, but I mean, there's no way to actually open him from shards. Very good champion. Clans have entered a new stage of conflict. We have Siege. Siege, for some clans, it's fun. For some clans, they just don't care about it at all. Gods of Asgard made their own insurgency into Teleria. So we have Odin, Thor, Freya, I forget who else, but okay, Loki. Yeah, okay, Loki. He was another free champion. Odin and Thor, amazing champions. Freya, absolutely incredible as well. Loki has some uses, but not nearly as dominant as those other three. Specifically, Thor and Odin, they're just so good. Entirely unrelated to the said door, the Chimera was let loose. It's been fun testing this stuff out. Speaking of, we get some free relics coming up down here at the bottom. To make matters worse, Skeletor talking to DK. That's some lore stuff, I guess. Much more that happened this year, and we want to say thank you to our dear raid community for staying with us through these years. Very cool stuff. Next CVC tournament will be non-personal rewards. So you can ignore your clan leader for the next week or so. All right, that's good to know, coming from Raid themselves. It should be non-personal rewards. It doesn't say that, but it should be non-personal rewards. Compensation. Relics are a new feature. Regrettably, some came with unexpected bugs that affected the Chimera Clash. So in the name of fairness, we will send one rare and one epic gemstone, the equivalent of the last two Chimera Clash milestone chests, to the players who are not using the exploits created by the bugs. Thank you for your patience and restraint, raiders. So all you dirty players using the bugs, you don't get these rewards. Well, you've actually already gotten these rewards, but now everybody else gets these last two rewards. And what I assume they're talking about is these last two chests here. So we get a epic gemstone, awesome, and then a rare gemstone. I mean, I've done Chimera Clash for the 2 weeks that it's been going on. I believe it's 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and I'm just now getting close to the 8 billion. Granted, the first week I did it like on easy or normal, so it messed up the score a little bit, but Picking up 2 gemstones is awesome. Now, the people who actually use the exploits, what would they have gotten? I guess they would have won, and they would have gotten something from here, maybe from a higher chest. Actually, they definitely got more than what we got. So they got all these chests because the exploits were just so dominant. And then their clans most likely placed in the top 3, which means they would have gotten one of these top 3 chests, but the 3.2 billion plus damage ones, because the numbers that were coming through from that were absolutely crazy. I wonder if I can open up a RSL leaderboard screenshots of these bugs. Now, there were bugs, so they're probably not even posted, but people were doing crazy high numbers. Actually, matter of fact, there's still a bug going on right now, and I'm pretty sure it's flown under the radar pretty well, and they may already have it fixed. I'm not for sure what relic it is or anything like that, but this is the team that was posted. This is the Ultra Nightmare team, 2.1 billion damage, no trials complete, Marius doing 2.4 billion damage. So the actual clash points of that on Ultra Nightmare put their team at, let's see this, put their team at, looks like 21 billion, 19.5 billion damage. Sorry, for Nightmare, not Ultra Nightmare. Nightmare, they did 19.5 billion damage, which is absolutely mind-blowingly crazy. So there is still some bugs going on, but we all do get some free gems, an epic and a rare, which is pretty cool. I mean, I really need some gems for some of my relics, which I have garbage tier relics. I did some of the rare stuff today. By the way, guys, don't mix the rares with these other ones. Just save up for the higher rarity. Honestly, I'm probably just going to save up the legendaries to do with legendaries and the epics to do with epics. Maybe do a legendary with them. I don't know what I'm going to do with the mythics, but don't mix the rares with these because you're just lowering your chances. You're getting some more filler stuff, but I believe you drop your chances by a good chunk. I did my rares just by themselves. They're basically just throwing out some good luck, hopefully, and getting something sweet. But as far as the gemstones go, let's see what gemstones we can get. So we get a free epic and a free rare gemstone. I know I'm specifically looking for, I believe, a pentagon one. Let's see. On my He-Man, he has some needs for these. We got a relic on him. It's not like a good relic for him. A pentagonal is what I'm looking for. Pentagonal and circle. So if I get, well, when I get a free one, because I couldn't do the exploit because I didn't have the relic, but I probably wouldn't have done it anyways. Either way, it wasn't a fault of the players who did it because this was already reported on the test server. So I wouldn't look at those players as cheaters. By no means. They just used something that was already acknowledged on the test server. Plarium just didn't fix it. So it was completely Plarium's fault. But for the pentagonal stuff, this is what we got. Let's see. You guys can see what you hope for as well, which to be honest, we'll probably not get anything we want. But the wearer's resistance, I don't care about resistance. Not for He-Man. The wearer gains 10% turn meter after taking an extra turn. He doesn't get any extra turns, so it's actually, yeah, no, he doesn't get any extra turns, so it's not going to matter. Survival speed. Fills the wearer's turn meter by 10% when their HP drops below 50%. Could be a decent setup with the relic that I have that gives me some extra HP when I drop below 50% HP. It gives me a 10% HP boost, I believe. We'll check it out again in just a moment. And then the assured security increase resistance. I don't care for that. We have some turn meter whenever an enemy loses 25% or more HP. Kind of cool, but he's typically the one that's doing the kill anyways. For my He-Man, turn meter increases by 5% faster when they are forced to miss their turn. Okay, so stun, sleep, fear, true fear, polymorph maybe. Unbroken strength, resistance, don't care about that. And this one doesn't make sense for He-Man either because he's not placing any debuffs. So the other slot was, I think, a circle. Currently, he has unstoppable, I believe. Defense increases by 1%. Don't really need that for him. Extra accuracy, don't need that. And then the invigorated, don't need that either. But if I got a circle epic, let's see. Don't care about the boss damage, not for He-Man. Ignoring some resistance, he places no debuff, so it doesn't matter. Accuracy increase doesn't matter. Dang, they're going hard with the accuracy stuff. Like, accuracy was already OP compared to resistance, but now the wearer's accuracy increases by 5 whenever an enemy resists a debuff placed by the wearer, up to 40. And then the wearer ignores 5% of the target's resistance when placing bomb, poison, or HP burn debuffs. So I guess Plarium just loves seeing polymorphs pop off or something because they are just crushing resistance. And it was already in a rough spot. But then we have Foe Killer. The wearer deals 5% more damage against enemies with full HP. This would be sweet. I would take that for He-Man. So that, or I guess the In for the Kill. No. Was that what I said? No, Survival Speed. That could be pretty cool. Survival Speed, possibly In for the Kill. Honestly, that relic's just not the best for He-Man. But it's one that I had, so I threw it on him. Now, he currently has that, but this relic specifically gives him some extra attack. At level 15, it'll be extra HP, but it instantly heals them by 10% when their HP drops below 50%. So a 10% heal plus some turn meter boost could be pretty cool for him, I guess, if I got those for free. I also need to throw on something else to Crixia, just some extra accuracy. Not that I really care what she has, but HP. So whenever wearer receives 5% less damage from enemies under Provoke debuff. We don't really use Provoke. Could be decent in Hydra. 2% for I don't know why I get such unfortunate luck on these relics. They're not good. Wearer deals 2% more damage under any debuffs. I just don't plan on using any of these. But this, I probably will throw on Crixia just for the sake of, hey, we get an extra 51 accuracy. That's pretty cool stuff. And then maybe we throw on a pentagonal one that gives me some more accuracy as well, because we know Plarium loves making champions who need accuracy even better. So the pentagonal ones that boost my accuracy, epic or rare, boost my resistance, misses in their turn. Wearer's resistance increases by 30 against buff removal and buff steal effects. Okay, so we actually have a little bit of counteracting there. That's kind of cool. The wearer's resistance increased by 5 whenever a debuff is placed on them. It's actually okay for Crixia, honestly. Because, well, she does need resistance, but that boosts into her accuracy. So I guess it doesn't really do much to her. The wearer's resistance increases by 3 for each buff on them. She won't have a ton of buffs. I don't really know, honestly. Resistance or accuracy would be good for her. I'm just going to leave this one on her for now. There's no reason to switch it. So it's not going to do anything as far as the effect, but the extra 51 accuracy, I'll take that. It's basically like this necklace. So, guys, enjoy your free gemstones when you get them. Best of luck. Watch the video that's going to be releasing fairly soon about the champions we've had this year. And definitely consider what you're going to be saving for before going for this 2x event. 2x events are awesome, but if you waste all your shards, I have 0 right now, so I can't pull anything anyways. But if you use all your shards, just know that, hey, there may be a guaranteed void event coming up. I think we're probably due one, so something worth considering there. But guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you in the next one.